Hello, welcome everybody back to Please Remain Seated, episode 25. 25 episodes. Where'd the time go, right? Where did the time go? 25 episodes. You know, that's something I think about a lot. Where did the time go? Because sometimes in life, we have dramatic events that sort of pause our growth, pause our life, and lots of time can go by. And yet it feels like it was yesterday. I really think about that a lot. I've definitely experienced that. How's everybody doing? Get out there, subscribe if you haven't. I would love to have you as a subscriber to my channel. So please do that within your YouTube app on your smart TV or smart or your phone or your iPad or other tablet. Subscribe to my channel, and I would be honored to have you in the Please Remain Seated family. A lot to go over. Today is January 19th, Sunday. And again, this is episode 25. Jump right in. As you see today, we tasted a Irish whiskey. This is Proper 12. It is the whiskey of UFC superstar Conor McGregor, who headlined UFC 246. I'm a fan. I've got my hat, my shirt, got his whiskey. I don't know if you can see that or not, but this is his first release. Proper 12 is a reference to his, I think his mailing address or something within his hometown of Crumlin, which is in Dublin. Kind of a rough part of Dublin, Ireland, I believe. And this whiskey is good. It's not the best Irish whiskey I have or have drank, but it's good for a young, probably 4-year-old whiskey that was finished in bourbon barrels. It's got nice vanilla notes and very, very smooth for as young as it is, but it's got a harshness that goes with its youth as well. So, good whiskey though. And that pour was dedicated to Mr. McGregor, who headlined UFC 246 last night and destroyed Donald Cowboy Cerrone in 40 seconds. That's how long the fight lasted, 40 seconds. A lot of people thought Cowboy could win. I kind of figured this would happen, but I knew Cowboy would have a chance. But no, it went as I thought. Conor destroyed him in 40 seconds, despite it being welterweight, despite it being 460 days away from the cage. He looked phenomenal and crushed Cowboy in this comeback fight. and I look forward to him. He's got a million options now. He can stay at 170 and fight more welterweight fights. Jorge Masvidal, Kamaru Usman, who knows who else, Darren Till. Or he can drop back down to 155 if he can secure the rematch against Khabib Nurmagomedov, which I know he wants. In fact, he wants it in Moscow. So who knows? But super exciting time if you're a fight fan and if you're a Conor McGregor fan. So good Saturday night. Shout out to everybody watching with me. Jerry Mag, the Facebook legend, was there. Our brother-in-law Charles, my friend Doug. It's a good time, good fights, good night. Nurse Hannah was there. Just all around good night. By the way, there was another shooting in Penn Square Mall here in Oklahoma City last night. And from what I understand, it was again urban gang sort of fighting. It was not a classic active shooter scenario. And so please don't get carried away with the, what are we going to do about the guns thing based on that. All right, what else is going on? A funny tidbit of news, Hollywood celebrity actress Gwyneth Paltrow, known most famously as Pepper Potts in the Avengers and Iron Man franchises, has a new candle out. This candle is through, I forget the company, but the candle scent of her candle is called Smells Like My, which I don't want to say out loud because I keep offending my mom, but it smells like her private area, shall we say. Very interesting. I don't have one, or we can review it right now, but that is Gwyneth Paltrow's candle. And legend has it that she was involved in making some perfume, and during the testing, she tested one of the perfume scents and said, "Oh my God, this smells like my..." And so they stopped making it as a perfume and instead made it into a candle. I can tell you though, it is sold out. It is sold out on her website. So won't be able to test that today. What else is going on? Let's see. We've established what's likely my favorite candle. We've talked a little bit about UFC 246. What else can we discuss? You know, Bernie Sanders, the poor guy. I mean, I'm not a socialist. Nobody in the right mind would be a socialist. But this guy is just getting it from all sides. He doesn't know that he has no shot to win. Bernie has no shot to win the nomination. And yet he keeps trying and trying. The Democrats don't play fair, folks. The Democrats don't play fair with their own people. And they have decided that Bernie cannot win the nomination. They have decided that Tulsi Gabbard can't win the nomination. They have decided that Andrew Yang can't win the nomination. You want to know who they will let win the nomination? I'll tell you. They will let Uncle Joe Biden, creepy, sleepy Joe Biden, win the nomination. They'll let Elizabeth Warren win the nomination. And you know what we call her? Bernie Sanders in a Hillary Clinton mask. And that's the truth. They will also let Pete Buttigieg win the nomination. And no one else. What's the proof I have this week that they're friendly Bernie? Where do I begin? Now, the first thing I want to discuss is Bernie is hurting himself as well. Bernie's own staffer had been secretly recorded for several weeks, one of his top staffers, talking about how Bernie's a true socialist, communist. They're going to take over once he wins. They're going to put Trump supporters in Russian-style gulags and re-educate us, and how we'll be subjected to physical violence, etc. So it's obvious that Bernie has some really bad people on his staff, and on top of those problems, he's still being framed by the Democratic Party. How's he being framed? First story. Elizabeth Warren comes out and says, Bernie told me women can't win the election. Anybody that believes Bernie said that is insane. He did not say that. They brought this up on the debate, and he said, no, I didn't say that. Warren thought with him a little bit, and then they quit discussing it until it was over, and then Warren walks up and discusses something with him. Initially, we can't hear the audio, but then fake news extraordinaire CNN releases the audio. And why would they release the audio? Because they're against Bernie. That's why. They release the audio and say, and you hear Warren say, I believe you called me a liar on national TV. And they have a little back and forth, but Bernie looks bad in that back and forth. That's one example. You want to know the big proof? President Trump already pointed this out. Impeachment benefits the Democratic nominees not named Bernie Sanders. You hear me on that? Impeachment hurts Bernie, not Trump. Trump is raising money. Trump is getting more popular. People are against impeachment. But it hurts Bernie because they want to bring Bernie out of the campaign trail. They want to get him out of Iowa, for example. The very prospect of impeachment hurts Bernie, helps Joe Biden. All you Bernie bros out there, you can forget about it. I don't care who wins because I'm for Trump. But I'm telling you, the Democrats want to let Bernie win. And Trump has been saying this. I've decided that if Trump came out and said he was for food, if Trump said he was for food, Democrats would say they will willingly starve to death. That's how crazy the Democrats are. Speaking of Elizabeth Warren, how many times in these stupid debates do I have to hear about Elizabeth Warren's conservative brothers in Oklahoma that she relies on so much? Make me want to puke, why don't you? Oh, there's just nobody as fake as Elizabeth Warren. Conservative brothers, oh my God. So, Bernie's in trouble. Another part of the debate I really liked was when Pete Buttigieg, said he can't wait to stand toe-to-toe with Trump and show how manly and tough he is as a veteran and make Trump look weak and soft. There's so many things I want to say on that, but just take the fact that I refer to him as Buttigieg to imagine what they'd be. He would be ridiculous going against Trump. Unbelievable. Mr. Tough Guy, Pete Buttigieg. Crazy. You know, with the impeachment, with Pelosi finally bringing the articles of impeachment to the Senate, she had special ink pens made with her autograph on them for everybody to use during this trial. Once again, ridiculous joke, shows how crazy Nancy really is and how insane this party is. And if I have to hear one more time about the Democrats speaking for Americans, I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll just turn the closed captioning on and quit listening to anything. They don't speak for Americans. They speak for their own interests. They speak for the loony left and the loony left alone. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. What else is going on? You know, Joe Rogan has some good episodes this week. He had Robert Downey Jr. on, and phenomenal. I'm a big Robert Downey Jr. fan. Those of you that know my wheelchair, for example, it is adorned with the Stark Industries logos. Robert Downey Jr.'s portrayal of Iron Man in the Marvel series, phenomenal. I think he's a class act as a man too, not just as an actor. Great job. He went into great detail about the Tropic Thunder movie in which he played in blackface. A lot of it, and all that went into that, and why it happened, and how it could never happen today. I really recommend that episode. Robert Downey Jr. On Joe Rogan Experience on YouTube or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Eminem came out with a surprise rap album this week. I forget the name of the album, but his first single release on the album is called Darkness. And I was excited about this because I am an Eminem fan. But what is it? It's a song, Democratic propaganda against guns. Eminem is drinking the Kool-Aid of the loony left. Now, I like my liquids occasionally, but I don't drink the Kool-Aid of the loony left. And that just turned me off. I don't even know if I'll listen to the whole album now. Eminem is definitely riding the loony left Lollipop Express. Crazy stuff. You know, I mentioned him last week, but Bill Maher was also on Joe Rogan Experience this week, and he was fantastic. He talked about how, like me, he felt like a man with no country, and how he can no longer identify with the left because they're loony, and they wake up offended, and they're woke BS machine. He can't stand it. I feel the same way. I feel so strongly about that I left the left, and I don't consider myself a part of it anymore. But even a guy like Bill Maher is really struggling with the lunacy of Pelosi and the rest of the crazy left. Another great episode that I recommend you watch because Bill Maher just said some amazing things. Really did. You know how every day he reads an article, someone's offended about something, and it just makes no sense, and it drives people away from the whole concept of what progressivism once was. And now they're just too far out there. You know, one of the things that made me excited about the left when I was a younger man was I thought there was a bunch of smart people. That liberals were smart. But boy, are they stupid. At least in the iteration in today's world. They are so stupid. And if you say one thing, we are so tribal. You hear me on that? You're either left or you're right, period. And if anybody on your side says something, you have to go along with it. Or you'll be a racist, or you'll be an alt-right guy. You know, there's no room for any thought anymore. It's all about, are you a good guy or a bad guy across the board? So if that's the case, I have to move to the right, because the left does not represent me in any way, shape, or form. You know, we have that gun rally tomorrow in Virginia. And lots of people are saying that it's a white supremacy rally directly on Martin Luther King's birthday because that's how racists are. They want to do it right then. I don't know that to be true. I haven't seen anything that indicates it's a white supremacy rally. I think it's a rally for the Second Amendment, which has nothing to do with racism. But that's what the left does. They bring it together and push these wedge issues and make the left makes everything look racist, look like it's something other than what it is. Think for yourself. If you're a group like I am, as a disabled American, don't blindly vote for the dadgum left. Okay? They think they already have us in the bag. Think for yourself. Look at issues. You'll find out Trump's doing a hell of a job. Trump's doing a hell of a job. He really is. He really is. We had today was Championship Sunday in the NFL. We have the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Tennessee Titans for the AFC Championship. And then we had the San Francisco 49ers versus the Green Bay Packers for the NFC Championship. The Packers were crushed by the Niners, and Kansas City handled Tennessee, so we got Kansas City Chiefs in their first Super Bowl since 1969 versus the San Francisco 49ers, and I will most definitely be going for the Chiefs in that game, which I don't usually do. I normally go for the team that represents my Dallas Cowboys conference. I'm making an exception. I'll be rooting for the Kansas City Chiefs. Shout out to my guy Wade Buckridge, my buddy Shelly White. Let's go Chiefs. We can do this. It'll be a good Super Bowl. Very good Super Bowl. So I'm looking forward to that in 2 weeks. Episode 25. I'm calling this my season finale. I'm going to take a hiatus for a while. I'll be back at some point, but I don't know exactly when. 25 episodes in. I hope you guys enjoyed them. Please go back and watch them. Hit the like button, subscribe, and when I get new content, if you're subscribed, it'll pop up on your YouTube app. But again, I'm going to take a little bit of a hiatus and call this Season 1, 25 episodes for your enjoyment. I hope you enjoyed as much as I have. It's been a lot of fun, and I really enjoy these Sunday night back and forth that we have. And I appreciate those of you that have contacted me and debated with me on some of my thoughts. And I appreciate all of you. It's fun. I look forward to doing them again soon. But again, I am taking a little bit of a break, and I hope you guys understand that. So let me wrap up Season 1, how we started, with my friend Dr. Harold Aldridge singing the old time blues. He's from Taft, Oklahoma, currently lives in Tahlequah, and Dr. Harold Aldridge with Sitting on Top of the World. Guys, you're the best. Hashtag please remain seated. Hit me up, 6-Foot Cowboy, on all your social media platforms. I'll see you around, all right?
Baby told me she loved another man. Lord have mercy. Said I didn't fit into her lofty plans. Now she's gone. You know what I ain't gonna do. I'm sitting